Hey guys, today we're going to be changing the transfer case fluid in our NP231 and our 2004 TJ. I believe most of the 231s are the same. So first we'll see a little bit what we need to change it, and then we'll get it drained and get our new fluid in. So obviously, I guess number one, you're going to need some ATF +4. It's what's recommended for these transfer cases. As far as a brand, I don't think they're too specific. If you can use OEM Mopar, I would recommend doing that, but I really don't think it's going to matter on this. This Castrol Transmax should be just fine. It even mentions Chrysler in here for its main use. So we're using Transmax by Castrol. They're +4. That's a full synthetic. You'll also need a 10 mil Allen key. We've got a socket to go on the end of our 1/2-inch ratchet. You probably could use a regular 90-degree Allen key type thing to break this loose, but it may be a little difficult if it's really stuck on there. So we've got that on the end of our ratchet with just a 3-inch extension. Something to pump the new fluid in with. Obviously you can't get this up in there. This whole bottle's not going to fit, so this will go in our bottle just like that. This is kind of something I just made with some tubing, a little rag, and that's about it. Oh, sitting under this, we also are going to use, this is actually a tube off of an old box of DEF fluid for our truck. It's probably recommended to drop the skid to get this done, but we really just got all this buttoned up back on there, and me stupidly, I wasn't thinking, and we should have just done the transfer case fluid change when all this was apart. Just really don't want to drop this skid back down, so we're going to try to do it with the skid on. It'll probably end up making a huge mess, but hoping to get the fill plug out and then get this butted up around the fill plug and let it drain into our pan through this little hose. So we'll see how that goes. Fairly straightforward. Main thing with this is it's prone to make a mess, especially if you don't drop the skid. First thing you always want to do doing anything like this on the transfer case or the transmission is break your fill plug loose first. So the last thing you want to do is to drain all your fluid out and then this plug be seized up and you can't get any fluid back in it. Luckily ours broke free pretty easily. Alright, you guys are probably about to witness something funny. Gonna see if this works. I'm sure this stuff will end up everywhere, if not on me. I'm gonna try to pull this drain plug out and then get our little doohickey on here and get most of this into this tub. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's getting everywhere in there. Oh well, I'll have to clean the skid pan out. Some of it came through our hose at least. Now that we're all drained and finally cleaned up, we can run our drain plug back in. Well, we got our first bottle of Transmax AT4 hooked up to our little pump. Got the drain plug back in, so we're going to start refilling. It's a pretty simple process. I think this transfer case just takes a little over 1 quart, which isn't much at all. But all you do is just fill until it starts running out of the fill plug here, and then you know it's full. See how nice and red that fluid is compared to that nasty brown stuff that came out when we drained it. It's time for a change, I guess. We had never drained and changed the fluid on this one since we installed the SYE kit right when we lifted the Jeep. So it's been several years. Quart number 2. Gonna go ahead and put a rag under here for when it starts flowing out so it doesn't get all in our skid plate again for the second time. I tell you, around here we keep the shop towel brand in business. Alright, here it is running out on us. It actually took just under 2 quarts. Go ahead and get that plugged up. Oh yeah, nice and full. Alright, all that's left, we need to torque our fill plug down. These are supposed to go to about 20 foot-pounds, but it's common sense will get you a long way. It's just a fill and a drain plug. Just don't over torque it. Doesn't take much just to keep some ATF in. It's plenty good. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you this. I was a little off on how much fluid went in the 231 at the beginning of the video. We left about 1/4 of a quart in both of these just because our pump didn't reach down far enough in the bottle, so I combined them. We've got about 1/2 quart left in our second quart, so ours took just at 1.5 quarts. And I'm sure you could tilt it back, let it drain longer, and maybe have to put a little bit more in there. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that it was about 1.5 quarts. So that's what ours took. Things we'll do next time, just take the time to drop the skid down. It's not worth having to use 1/2 bottle of Simple Green and a whole roll of shop towels to clean the floor up and clean the skid plate out. But we got it pretty cleaned up. Everything's back bolted in. About to go take it for a test drive. Should be good to go. Like I said, I'm glad we changed it. Our old fluid was pretty brown, so got some nice fresh ATF plus 4 in there. That'll be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Know it was a short video. Changing the transfer case fluid on these things is pretty simple, as long as you don't have any seized up bolts. About to go take it for a drive and enjoy the rest of our Saturday afternoon. Thanks again for watching Everyday Off-Road. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video and leave it a like, and we'll see you next time.